What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Dorian.
And this is Miss MVP.
What's going on? Miss MVP, how you doing today?
I am well. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
That's good.
It is indeed good. For those first-time listeners, we thank you for joining in with us, and we hope you enjoy the show for our day ones and everyone that's been rocking with us. We greatly appreciate y'all as well.
Absolutely.
Do not forget, if you have not done so, and if you have not, why not? But please, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're still trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark. We're currently at 64 still. So if you got some friends or you yourself have not joined, please follow. Again, the podcast will be posted there, and as well as more video content coming soon. So please, again, like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to also follow us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And again, Facebook and Instagram is Convos in the Park. And for Twitter, it is Convos in the Park.
I know y'all can't tell the difference, but one's with the E and one's with the A. Sorry. Sometimes I can't even tell the difference on the and the and Combos in the park and Combos in the park. Sorry, guys. I'm still working on them.
And if you also have something that you want to share with us, or you feel something that you may want to leave a comment, or you can always email us at parkbench@convosinthepark.com. Again, that is parkbench@convosinthepark.com.
Say that again. Only your issues that you would like to share. Nothing else. Unless it's some business opportunities. Then you know.
Yes, indeed. So we'll go ahead and get started with the show. Before we officially get started, I will like to say that
we have already officially started.
What? True. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I do want to say my prayers and condolences to all the family members and people that were involved in the shooting, the mass shooting in Boulder, Colorado.
Yes. It was a week after
the Atlanta shooting. Yeah. So, 2021 is already off to an interesting start, to say the least, and we're only a third of the way in.
That's nothing. That's nothing. And it's not to belittle anything, because there were people who lost their lives.
Yes.
But it's always a positive outlook on everything, that it could have been a lot worse.
That's true. The suspect was currently charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder, and he was able to walk away.
Wow.
In this one. So, yeah, it just, I don't know. And also I've seen something else that, y'all can kill me about forgetting the name, but yeah, there was another person that was killed in Boulder, I want to say not too long ago. And yeah, they were killed. And again, I should have looked this up and got my memory together, but yeah, but he was Black. I just can't remember the name right now. And I know it's bad on me.
That's okay. I mean, we have become so desensitized because it's in our face so much.
Yeah.
That I was in the middle of doing something right when you had text, and it was a Virginia Beach shooting. And this time, I don't know, those of you who watch Bad Girls Club or have watched it, DeShayla Harris. She said they said she's died in one of the 3 separate shootings that occurred in the Virginia Beach area on the 26th of March.
Oh,
she was only 28. They have 3 or 4 people that are already in custody. So I don't watch Bad Girls Club anymore, but it was very sad.
Yes, indeed.
Very sad. It was a 15-year-old girl who got shot multiple times. They had to actually shut down a neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Because it was near a school. I think it was a high school that it was near. And they had to shut it down.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Just when you think that, everything's going well. And then, of course, I don't think we covered it last episode. But, yeah, there was a shooting over a stimulus argument, too. So.
What?
Yeah. I forget where exactly it is. Again, y'all can kill me. But I think it was in Michigan. A couple ended up getting into an argument, and there were shootings, and the shooting stemmed from an argument over stimulus money.
Wow. I don't know too much about shooting over money, but that's about as dumb as the fight during Iron Bowl when they argue over Auburn and Alabama's game. Like, okay, I can see if the money was quote unquote stolen or something like that. I get that. We don't know the root of it. I'm going to actually read it and see what's going on because I don't want to put any bad news or bad press out there.
Right.
But it says one hurt and one is in custody. Stimulus check argument leaves one shot, one arrested. And this happened on the 16th, 17th of March.
Yeah.
I guess that's when they first started coming out.
I think so.
So.
Yeah, no, I know. I definitely remembered it was definitely like towards the beginning or once the packages started rolling out. So.
53-year-old man with a gunshot wound. Police said the victim had gotten into an argument with a 31-year-old man over the $1,400 issued by the government. They did not say whether or not that it was father and son or what have you. But, yeah. That's the perk of being stupid. Shit.
Yeah, it's like I said, 2021 is starting to be, it's getting off to a roll. And I think there's someone that has a monthly meme holder for events. And of course, we got the insurrection in January, Gorilla Glue Girl in February.
Black History Month.
In March, we got Mr. Derrick Jackson.
I am not speaking on that topic.
I wasn't gonna speak much on it either. I think
I'm not speaking at all on that topic.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't plan on bringing that up as well during this podcast because I think the internet has done more than enough for that clown, and I'll just leave it at that.
The fact that he did not show or mention he was even remotely in a relationship until his wedding day lets you know he was trash.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Quote me on that.
Yeah, but I think most people knew that he was trash anyways. I think it was just that, he knew his market. He knew he could get those damaged individuals, whether they be male or female, that would agree to what he's saying. But anyone that had some sense knew that there was flaws and holes and everything that he was trying to put out there. But yeah, again, seems like we keep saying we're not going to speak on it, but yeah, I would. So
in other news, I had mimosas today.
Interesting. Okay.
That was all. Today was a very lazy day today.
Oh, I thought you was having some kind of event or something. That's why you pull mimosas out.
I always have an event. Anytime that my feet hit that ground, baby, it is an event, okay? You better show up and show out.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't have anything to really talk about today. There are some things that trouble me that I would like to discuss as far as the issue with the COVID numbers going back up.
Okay.
We're going to saw Florida off and we're going to stick Hawaii there. That's my brain working. But anywho, and I know everybody is tired of being in the house.
Yeah.
We have been on lockdown for a year. Okay?
Yeah. Well, a majority of us have been on lockdown for at least a year.
What are you talking about?
It was Atlanta and Georgia opened up way before everyone else.
That ain't what I'm talking about. We have been, quote unquote, on lockdown for a year.
Yeah.
Okay? In some way, form, or fashion.
Okay.
Because you know he's an asshole. Okay, so we've been unable to travel, see our family, see our friends, have our gatherings. However, the Floridians and those of you who are flocking to Florida won't protect yourself while you're there to prevent getting on an airplane and taking it back to where you came from. This is how the shit started. It started with a traveler.
Yeah.
We have so many strands that are, or variants that are in the United States now. The UK variant, the was it the Italian variant, the Australian variant? You have so many different ones because the shit starts with a traveler.
Yeah.
If you're staying where you're supposed to be in your state, then it cannot cross. Now, granted, we all having things shipped to us.
Yeah.
We can't control that part.
No, but I mean, even with the stuff being shipped, I mean, you have a less likely chance of you catching it from something that's shipped and delivered. And
Yes.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why can't you be considerate enough to just put your mask on? If you need to drink an alcoholic beverage, cut a hole small enough for the straw in your mask. Yes, Florida is hot. I get it.
Yeah, but
If you have a cloth mask, not one of those surgical masks.
Okay, I'm going to say, well, even then, like, even if you cut the hole, I mean, that still kind of defeats the purpose of the mask in general. But I understand what you're saying.
Put a fucking piece of tape over it then. Whatever you got to do, just show some type of trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then y'all pissed off that they implemented a curfew. Now you're mad. You spend thousands of dollars to go down to Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and all these different places. And the whole state, well, not all the whole state, but some of the places that are more popular during spring break have implemented an 8 o'clock curfew. I'll be pissed off. If I got in a hotel room for a week, got my flight, did this, did that, and I can enjoy the Miami nightlife. Miami thrives off of their nightlife.
Yeah.
But now you're saying at 8 o'clock, you know how much money is going to be lost because of idiots that want to flock to Florida?
Yeah.
Like, come on, people, be real. Yeah. I get it, it's summer. You want to show off your hard work and enjoy.
Spring break and all that.
And then you're balling out because the government is giving us money. But, and speaking of, don't get your hopes up on that. The next stimulus check that everybody's talking about. And it's another representative that is saying that they want to push for another stimulus check of, I want to say $2,000 and $1,000 a month, you know, with restrictions and stuff. And they said it's most likely not going to happen.
Yeah. And that's, whew. And trust me when I say that I understand people want to, again, party out. Like you said, it's been a rough year for just about everyone. And they want to relax and unwind. And yeah, but you got to pick your battles. That's just like, it's no different with, spring break in Puerto Rico. Like I've been seeing pictures and reading different articles where people were just trashing places. Mm-hmm. And I get it, you know, people want to party out, but if you're not going to be able to take care of the place that you're visiting, then one, you're leaving a bad taste in, you know, that country's mouth for letting, you know, visitors come. Because you're not showing respect to, you know, one, where you're staying.
Are you speaking like an Airbnb or something? Or hotels or what?
Airbnbs, hotels. Yeah, both. Well, actually both. Because, yeah, I've seen some Airbnbs where they damaged some stuff. And then I've seen some hotel rooms in Puerto Rico where they just, you know, went all out. It looks like a party scene from a movie. And you know, it gets ridiculous because, again, you know, you're leaving a bad taste.
Of course.
In that country's mouth. So then, of course, now when it comes around and you want to go party again or you want to leave and you try to go back to that same place, now you might not be able to, because especially if it's a hotel, now they got your history. So, yeah, they just might ban you from that hotel and they might just send a blacklist out to all the rest of them. Like, hey, this person comes from the United States. Don't allow them, you know, to stay anywhere. Now now you don't know where you're going to stay at if you're trying to go back to Puerto Rico. So, I mean, it's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, but that's, people who have common sense. So anyway, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't. I just have that on my mind. I know we don't talk about it enough.
Right.
And, out of sight, out of mind type situation. So, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, there's something I wanted to bring up, and I think we keep going back to it, but I think it's well worth it, especially with everything going on. We, as far as both me and you and this podcast, we talked about legacy, ownership, and everything else.
Okay.
And something came to my mind, and I figured I'd just go ahead and bring it up here. So, we're one of many in the podcast space. And of course, we have our listeners. Thank you for those that are, continuing to rock with us.
Dude.
But, we have all these different people, all these different podcasts, all these different shows that are vying for listenership, viewership, and things of that nature. And of course, everyone has their own different reasons, for us in particular. I started it off of, wanting to be able to be a voice to help someone, whether it's one voice or one person that's listening or thousands. But I just wanted to, do this to change. And you got some people that do it strictly for the viral sensation, just for try to get the listenership up, just for the bag. And
there's a bag that come with it.
Now, and then there comes a conversation of, okay, maybe, the show, let's just say, for example, this podcast gets hot, gets jumping, everyone's, flocking to it, and we got, a lot of listenership, a lot of viewership. And of course, with that fame and, that notoriety, people want to start buying in, or you get advertisers that may want to, sell ad spots or something to that effect. But long story short, if a network comes to us, and for example, and they say, hey, we like what y'all doing, we want a piece of the pie. We will give you this amount of money, but you lose ownership of the podcast. Is that, in your eyes, is that something that, should you sacrifice your ownership in order to get to the bag? Or should you go for the long game?
There's always a loophole to losing ownership.
Yeah.
You can lose ownership and still have majority stock or almost majority stock. You can still have hellified royalties. You have to have that lawyer, the entertainment lawyer, negotiate. Now, losing ownership and losing creativity, ability over it, creativity control, that's two different things. Losing ownership doesn't mean that you can't go create something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a tricky situation. On me, I can't say yay or nay. I am sensitive about my work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. It's just like with artists and their masters. The ones who have longevity, most of them own their masters and everything behind it.
Yeah.
So, like, Big Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal said something, and I know a lot of people say Shaq crazy, Shaq retarded. Shaq be in the money. If you sit down and pay attention to everything that Shaq got in his hands, Shaq be in the money.
Yeah, Shaq got his hands on a lot of stuff, yeah.
He said that no matter what you do, always negotiate 10% of the closing costs. If a business is about to shut down or be bought, 10% of that money come back to you.
Yeah, that's interesting because, I was sitting here thinking about like, okay, what if Convos in the Park does jump off? Would I want to give up ownership? Like, let's just say Spotify, someone offers us $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
And, like you said, they want all the ownership. And then it comes, of course, with them having ownership, then it comes with the creative control process of the show. And that's something that's me personally, I just wouldn't want to lose, because that's that's what makes us unique.
Yeah.
In our both of our creative sides. So if we lose sight of that, then pretty much the show is just another place of Spotify to put the ads in and money and whoever else they want to put in place after that. Because you lose your identity just trying to get to the bag. And a lot of the money sounds nice, but and people just look at the money, like the monetary value. They're not looking at everything that may come behind it, because they may offer us, $10 million. But of course, like you said, we get to that point, we're going to have to pay an entertainment lawyer. We're going to have to, managers and stuff like that. So now that money's dwindling down just to, cover that. And then of course, there's costs for, the equipment, everything else, advertising, logos. So, that money has to, go away. And then for it being a 2-man show, then it's split 2 ways.
So what you saying, you won't spend no money?
I have no problem spending money with you, and you know that. But no, what I'm saying is, let's think about the bigger picture. Okay, let's say this was a podcast and we had 4 different identities on here. So now that
I get the way a split work. Please don't mansplain. Nothing to me.
No, but I'm just saying, like, the more hands in the pot, the less that you're getting. So I guess just to keep it short.
Yes, I am gonna cuss his ass out in a minute, y'all. Just wait. Trying to mansplain something.
I wasn't really trying to mansplain.
Okay.
But no, again, it's just me, myself, and again, this is just my opinion on it. But anyone that has any creative outlet, whether it be the podcast and whether it be YouTube, you massive following with TikTok or whatever, if maintain your ownership of it, do not sell yourself short just for the money bag. That sounds interesting. Make sure you do your due research. Make sure you know where you stand and where the company may stand if you decide to get into it, with another company. Because you don't want to lose your own identity just to get that quick money in your pocket.
Gotcha. I don't have much to say about that because I'm not there yet. But as far as creativity, I need to have creative control. Of mine. I don't want to be restricted to a certain format. I'm going to keep this short. I don't want to be restricted to a certain format or anything that I have to do.
Right.
This is why I like being an author. I let one of my friends read the first 3 chapters of a book that I'm almost done. And she's like, oh my God. Did you come up with all of this? And I was like, yeah. She was like, this is kind of dark even for you. And I'm like, hey, shit happens.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to have that creative control if I had a book deal and a publisher was like, no, we're not dealing with that. Like, this is going to a whole different genre that we signed up for. Well, okay. Well, self-publishing, here I come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But anyway, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that again, like I said, that was just something that popped up in my head only because of some things I've been seeing going on in the podcast landscape. And again, me and myself, I don't want to lose creative control ownership or even have a company try to dig into any different avenues. Let's just say, for instance, we have this podcast, but then of course we have the YouTube stuff and social media and whatever else. If they're just looking for the podcast stuff, but then they want also a piece of whatever we do on YouTube, then that's like, okay, we'll pump the brakes. You wanted us for the podcast. Now you want to dip your hand into everything else. So yeah. That's just something I wouldn't do for myself. Again, everyone has to make their decisions and opinions about different things. But yeah, I wouldn't sell myself short for the short big money game. And I'd rather keep my ownership for the long term.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you sometimes when you're right. Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. What else you got?
Okay, so you know I'm fascinated with vampires, right?
Yes.
Look, Van Helsing is my shit. I can watch that like to no end. But anyway, so listening to my niece,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, watch the Vampire Diaries. And I'm like, oh. For some reason, that just sucked the soul out of me. I'm like, okay, I didn't want to. So I started watching it. I think I watched the first 2-3 episodes. It's very slow, so I can't watch it. My brain doesn't process shit that slow. So I watched Legacies, and I finished the series, and it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also watch TV at like a speed and a quarter also, because I can't deal with that slow shit and the monologue is dragging. I can't. This is why I get done with series so fast, because I watch it at a speed and a quarter.
Interesting. Okay.
Almost double the speed.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so I finished that. It was really good. It should have ended 4 episodes before the ending because of the way it climaxed. Like one of the twins, supposedly the black magic had left her.
Mm-hmm.
But then when she went to sleep, it ended with her rolling over slightly and her eyes opening and turning black. That should have been the end of the season. But it kept going for 4 more episodes. I'm like, nope, that shouldn't have been the end.
So it shot his load early, man. What?
We'll get back to shooting the load. It has nothing to do with sex. I swear it doesn't. Okay, so I started watching the originals.
Mm-hmm.
Because she told me to. And yeah, she bullies me. She's like 5 foot nothing, and I'm scared of her. And I started watching, and it's really good. Again, I watch TV at double the speed.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I'm already in the 2nd season. And I do not like Niklaus at all. Klaus Michelson? I don't know if you know anything about that.
No.
I don't like him.
Okay.
He's a bastard. That's how he describes himself. Okay. But his father is a werewolf hunter, I think. Okay. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Anyway, long story short, his dad is called the Destroyer. And sorry if y'all haven't watched it. I'm not going to tell you any details. But Elijah is the noble son. Mm-hmm. I kind of like him. He and I think alike. He is a strategic thinker, and he's a voice of reasoning. But the sister, Rebecca, I'm her friend. Now, she's in love with someone who was sired by her brother. Okay. Marcellus. They call him Marcel, black guy. She's in love with him. Have nothing to do with that. I like her to a point. But I'm team Elijah right now. Okay. The witches I do not like in this season. First season, yes.
You don't like witches?
I love witches. I consider myself part of the coven. However, this season, So yeah, I am enjoying getting to know my vampires a little bit better. And the hybrid baby, she's a vampire / werewolf who grows up to be the tribrid in the Legacy. She's a witch, werewolf, vampire, right. And her blood can cure anybody. You should watch it.
So I'll just sitting here. Okay, so you said a tribrid. So
yeah, that's 3.
Right. Now you're trying to play me. No, I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, so which one had 2? Which one was there a vampire witch, or was it a werewolf witch? Or
okay, so the tribrid, she's a werewolf witch vampire.
Right, I get that.
Okay, so listen. Okay. So going back, her mom is a werewolf. Okay. Her dad is a wolf / vampire.
Okay.
So werewolves or vampires cannot No, werewolves cannot get pregnant or cannot have children.
Okay.
Or was it vampires? I can't remember which one. However, he did. His human side took over. His human side was domain. And so that's what happened. Yeah, I said that right. Werewolves can't have children.
Okay.
I mean, vampires can't have children.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm medicated.
But speaking of witches, I'm pretty sure you haven't, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask, have you finally got a chance to watch WandaVision?
I have not. Okay, so I have a thing against Wanda. We'll discuss that off air. Yeah, we'll discuss that off air.
Okay.
I don't need no Marvel heads coming to get me. None of y'all. I love y'all.
Yeah, but speaking to the Marvel heads, we just had the second episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier release. And again, I think I spoke about it earlier where I thought I was a little worried about this series, but the way it's going right now, I don't have any concern. I think they're doing an amazing job. They're giving Falcon both some breathing room. They're actually touching on racism, which I didn't think they would probably go with on this route, but it's definitely an opportunity, of course, with Sam being Black.
Say what?
But I like the way that they're handling, that they're touching on the racism and how they're digging into the personality of both Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I'm glad that they're, going this route with the shows because, again, it gives them a little bit more breathing room to, I guess you could say, play around with ideas in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah, they're 2 for 2 right now as far as Marvel, knocking it out the park with their show so far. So
Haven't watched it.
I know you haven't, but
I'm a very dark person. Okay, I've been watching 2 sentence horror stories also in the middle. See, there's a lot of shit up in Netflix we won't know about. So 2 sentence horror stories. When I tell you they're only 20 minutes, I'm like, ooh, I can't watch that. Wait a minute. And I have to stop, do something else, and then go back. Yeah, they're kind of creepy.
2 sentence
horror stories. Yeah.
And they're 20 minutes long.
Yep. They give you a sentence in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give you both sentences at the end.
Okay. That's very unique.
Yeah. I mean, they talk in between.
Yeah.
They will just do 2 sentences and then that's the end. No. No.
Sounds very avant-garde-ish.
Ooh, fancy words. Yeah. He had a good nap today. So, okay, so I don't know if you've heard about Lil Boosie and his slapping incident at a store.
No, I have not.
Okay, so him and the baby got a video shoot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he's standing there. To the left of him is the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Boosie. Then there's some random guy. And then another big guy behind that random guy. So in the store, they're arguing.
Okay.
The baby's still back. Boosie's still back. The man keep talking to Boosie. And then he hauls off and just slaps his man with his right hand on the left side of the dude's face. Just throw him to the ground damn near.
So we talking like a pimp hand down, or we talking like a disrespectful slap, or
just a disrespectful slap? It's not a pimp hand. I mean, everybody's definition is different. Yeah. So he did not backhand him. He open
palmed him. Okay.
Yeah, smacked him very, very hard. And he only gave the man $554 because this was part of the video shoot. Bitch, if you give me $554, it better be $554 a day. You know how much money you finna make off that video? Streams alone, just as motherfuckers want to see this.
Yeah.
It was real.
Okay.
He paid this man that for the clip of the video.
Oh, okay. I get it. Now. I thought you saying it was like an actor or something.
No.
Okay.
It's a random ass Joe.
Okay.
That he paid $554. Wait a minute. Let me get educated. I will not be accepting $554 from you to slap me like that. You are gonna get like 1 million streams in a couple days just because people want to see this shit.
Yeah.
They're going to use it as memes. I'm probably going to be on a damn t-shirt. I am going to be immortalized. However, I'm going to need you to run me that bag. $554. The one-time payment? No. $554 every day until I die. And then my royalties are going to be rolled over to a company, a corporation, and they're going to receive it. No, bitch. Let me open hand you. Let me like open hand slap you. Here, look. Here's the clip. Let me pull it up. And tell me, you decide.
Ooh. Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I don't want something a little more than just an easy $554, especially if you add it to a video. Like you said, yeah, I would definitely want more royalties and all that. It's
just a slap. I mean, now depending on who the person is, I could do it for free. However, $554. First off, this is a random ass number.
Yeah, probably what he had in his pocket at the time.
No, because they showed the video of him in his pockets too. Yeah. And then there's a little Boosie mannequin that's somebody at Walmart.
Oh, wait, what? A little Boosie mannequin?
Supposedly. Somebody said it was him, but I don't know.
I don't know what store would want a little Boosie mannequin.
It's a mannequin that looks like him. I swear, y'all, I'm working on it.
I'm just saying, like, what store would really want a mannequin?
You just like them folks in the comments. It was just Boosie himself.
Okay.
Just set it up there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. He takes things literal sometimes.
Well, if you say it literal,
I said Walmart. How many mannequins you seen in Walmart?
A couple.
Have you ever seen any black ones?
No.
Have you ever seen any with a head?
Yeah.
Okay. This one was black. And it was Lil Boosie. Mannequins have a generic face. I told y'all I'm working on it. Shit. Speaking of working on them, what you think about Montero? Those of you who do not know, Lil Nas X pole danced his way to hell, baby.
Yeah, that he did.
On Montero. So check it out. What you think about it?
Again, just watching it from what you showed me.
Don't put that on me.
Anyways, it's different. Not not gonna judge it, but it's definitely not my cup of tea. I understand artistic freedom.
This is definitely artistic freedom.
But yeah, I can see where he's probably gonna have some Christian holy rollers in a turbulent spin. I can definitely see let's just say someone, I can just see a little kid that's listening that just happens to pull up the Lil Nas X video.
Yeah.
Grandma come rolling by. Oh, baby, what you watch? Oh, what in the hell? No,
Yeah.
Turn that off.
It is definitely something that you need to watch your kids looking at if you do not want to expose them to certain things.
Yeah.
My children love Panini. They love Holiday. They love Old Time Road. So the fact that they are a fan of his, it kind of frightens me a little bit because my children are 9 and 5. I don't want to expose them to that.
Yeah.
I don't want to take their innocence away because he has a choice to do what he wants.
Yes, he does.
However, I have a choice also as a parent to do what I need to do with my children. He has a line in his song that says, shoot a child in your mouth while I'm riding. Now, he says it in the music video very fast, according to the beat.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really tell. However, the video is very, I don't want to say it's very queer, but it's very queer themed.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he has he doesn't have very many people in that video. It's mostly him. However, I understand what the video is saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's call me by your name. He's saying, call me the devil. You think I'm the devil? Call me by your name. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, I have not heard him explain his songs on anything. I watched the video for the first time a few minutes before I showed it to you. So all of this is fresh.
Right.
And I respected the video when he basically broke the neck of the devil, took the devil horns and put it on himself. Now I'm the prince. Call me by your name. Worship me.
Yeah.
Those who do not like it won't. You know what I'm saying? They won't watch it. They won't do anything. I respect artists. I'm an artist myself.
Yeah.
I respect them. The directors, this is my first time seeing their work that I know of. I'm going to have to go and do some research and see what other videos they have directed. However, most of the video is computer generated, computer graphic generated.
Yeah.
And you could tell, but it was his vision. So as Americans, we cannot stop him for saying anything.
No.
Nothing.
I mean, taking the whole American thing away, I mean, regardless, we shouldn't take away his right to say,
no, we can't.
And do whatever he wants in that regard. Yeah.
Even when it comes to religious belief.
Yeah.
We can't do any of that. So the fact that all of these articles are saying all these negative things about him because he's openly queer, then I believe that they should take a seat back and actually look within themselves to see what's the problem. Because this young man, he's about to be, I want to say 21, 22 years old. He was 199, so he's 22. He has come out, and they thought that it was a fad on him being queer.
Yeah.
And then he started doing the hot pink. He started with the neon colors. Then he did with the red, and then he came with the fingernails, and then the makeup, and all this other good stuff. So they said it was a fad because he wasn't overly feminine, like say Little Richard.
Yeah.
Or he wasn't overly feminine like Luther Vandross with the sequences and stuff like that. Although Luther tried to hide it, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's certain things. You don't have to be flamboyant to be gay.
No, you don't.
You can still be in the rap game and be gay. I mean, Frank Ocean, although he hasn't been 1,000% said, it's been insinuated.
It's definitely been insinuated. No, not at all. And even with that Frank Ocean one, that threw me for a loop because, when I first heard of Frank Ocean, it was, of course, I think the same way with most people was with Novocaine.
Yeah.
And then when, of course, with Novocaine, I was like, okay, this, interesting dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then the song came out, I forget the name of the song, but yeah. And then when that song came out, a lot of people were like, he's talking about a dude. I was like, okay. At first, it kind of threw me for a loop, but then, I accepted it. And it's like, okay, even if he is, I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to turn him away. But yeah, you got a lot of people that, just that homophobic and they just don't want any interaction with it. And it drives me crazy personally because you're stopping to either love or respect someone because of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's no different. And, people try to say, oh, well, you can't judge a gay person or someone that's this sexual orientation and their race as well. And it's like, it's kind of the same thing because we get judged for being black. So same thing about there's someone being gay. So it's something good that you're not supposed to do. And I get it. You know, a lot of people just don't like it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, especially with him.
I respect the young man. He has, his hook says, call me what you want, call me what you need. Like, call me by your name, tell me you love me in private. That's for them closet men. You call me out my name, but yet you my biggest fan behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can take the lyrics however you want to. You take the video however you want to. I, however, will be watching my children. I have a son and a daughter. I'll be watching them closely when it comes to that. And I don't want to tell them not to watch it because they're going to wonder why.
Yeah.
Now, do I wish there would have been a edited version or a cleaner version? Because he does have young fans.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I wish that he would not have released the video? Yes and no. Because that, again, is stifling his creativity.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm stifling their creativity at all. But a more kid-friendly version would have been great because when he got Old Time Road, he gained a lot of
child listeners. Yeah.
Yeah, he gained a lot of small children as listeners. However, his fans are of all ages, all races, all religions, all creed. He, however, is a one genre artist. Well, he did cross over to country according to Old Time Road, but he's a hip hop artist. But I don't know how I feel about that video and my children not being able to listen to someone who they know, who they like.
Yeah, and
that goes to like when Prince videos were out. Ooh. I should not have seen Prince's ass cheeks as much as I did.
No one should have, honestly. But I mean, you speak to a valid point because there's plenty of videos that I think that we probably shouldn't have seen as kids. I know as tame as it may seem now, but Marky Mark in the Good Vibration video.
Good vibration.
Some of the sexual things that were shown in that video. Yeah, I shouldn't have seen that as a younger kid without knowing some things. But again, it goes back to a very good point that you made that as the parent, you're setting that expectation and you're setting and limiting what your kids are able to see.
Yeah. I mean, taking it further down south. Luke.
Ooh, yeah.
69 Boys. Yeah. I mean, like, those videos were made with a shoulder video cam.
Yeah.
And a microphone.
Yeah. That's really all it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it to the strip club and boom.
Boom. And I mean, it was it was some things. But nowadays, like I said, we're so desensitized to when we see something that we don't like, we want to put up censors in our life when that person is just basically living their life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would love to hear y'all comments on it. I'm going to post some things on Twitter. It would be me. It would be me. I'll be posting some things on Twitter regarding that, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I think like you said off mic, I'm interested to hear what the hip hop community and in particularly, certain big outlets like the Breakfast Show are going to say, because I don't know when the video was released, whether it was, within their rotation, but I'm pretty sure, by Monday. It's probably going to make its rounds and it's going to be the talk of the town in social media, I'm sure.
Which it should be. I mean, he took bites from Bridgerton. He took some bites from the strip club, and I mean, he just mashed it up. That's how he was thinking at the moment. And when you have creative juices flowing, you have got to get them off because you can't rest.
Yeah.
This is why I am up at 2:00 in the morning, can't go back to sleep till 2:00 in the evening. Because when creative juices are flowing, if you don't get them off in the order that they come, you don't rest well.
Yeah.
So this is why my laptop sleeps in the bed. I saw a TikTok video that said single women use the other half of their bed for remote control, cell phone chargers, laptops, and snacks. I said, I feel attacked.
No need to feel attacked because
And I don't sleep with food in my bed.
No, me neither. But yeah,
Everything else, yes.
Yeah, there's definitely been some sessions, especially when, like you said, when I was trying to, and I think just about every other person has tried to put their foot in the rap game. And when I was, writing my...
I did not understand anything that you just said. I got it now. You said foot in the rap game.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you said something about rat being tamed. I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, no. But yeah, when I was writing lyrics, it would be moments where I would have either, a little notepad or, like you said, I would have my notebook, just somewhere nearby, and I would, whenever something would come up or a good idea. So I get that, but yeah, just having the ability as a creative, I think, it's just something we shouldn't stifle with.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I think with Lil Nas X, I think he probably should have just had a child version, but we can't have the expectation for him. That's, like you said, that's something for the parents to do.
Yeah, I mean, word to the wise, if you censor what your children watch, whether it be children who you have birthed versus children who you are either advocating for and or around you in your life, let the next adult know that is watching them to, if they say they're watching Lil Nas X, be vigilant, like the Silhouette Challenge. If you hear that music, you got a child somewhere around because you don't know what is going to come up with the Silhouette Challenge, just watch it. And you can take my advice or not. I don't care, but you have been warned.
Yeah.
You can't say that Combos in the Park podcast did not warn you on the video. It's, from an artist standpoint, it's an excellent video. It really is. It was well put together. There are some parts of it that I would have done something different, but again, not my control.
No.
But I'm happy that he is living his truth, that he is creating. He's not allowing someone else to create his truth for him.
Yeah.
So now for the softer side of Sears. Did you eat one of those cookies I baked?
No, I have not yet.
Poison cookies. I'll taste one.
I doubt that you'll give me any poison cookies.
You don't know me very well.
Well, at least we have audio evidence right now.
You run all the toxicology reports you want to. This shit is not traceable. Now. What?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, whatever. So the other day I was at the store. I was doing some grocery shopping, and only one side of, I was not at Walmart. Only one side of the grocery store, the enter-exit door, was working. There is a huge sign in front of the door, like a banner.
Okay. That
says, seriously, a banner. Like, banners that they run, like the name of the store that's temporary while they're getting their letters put up.
Yeah. That
size banner that says, "This door is closed. Please use the other door." I sat in my car for fun.
I already know where this is going.
And I watched how many idiots walked up to the door, step back and forth, wave their hands and say, oh, and kept going to the next door. Like when you're walking, and I get it, it's early in the morning. You think the grocery store is open. You just want to get in and get your stuff and get back out. It's a sign in front of the door, a big banner, had to be at least 20 feet long, that says, this door broke. Don't come this way, fool. Go to the next door.
Yeah.
Paraphrase. And I counted 13 people walk up to the door, walk backwards, walk up to the door, wave their hands, and not necessarily in that order, just to step back and see what the sign says. It didn't say ribs on sale. Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Dough broke. That way.
Now, let me ask this.
What?
I don't know how detailed you were in your people watching of the stupidity, but
they were all white.
I wasn't going to ask that. I was going to ask how many had their cell phones in their hand with their,
only one.
Down. Okay.
Only one. And I thought, okay, so she was like the fourth one.
Okay.
The first one, the chick was getting something out of her purse.
Okay. Because I was leading to, it could have been 13 people, but how many of those 13 people actually had 100% focus?
Yes,
going
again,
up to the door.
It was early. So I kind of chunked it up to sleepy brain, getting the cobwebs out. The first chick had, and I only remember like the first few. Mm-hmm. I'm not a stalker. The first one was digging something out of her purse. The second one, she was walking kind of like with her head down. You know how you're looking with your head down, but you kind of trying to put your mask on?
Yeah.
She was doing that. Then it was a mother and a daughter. It looked like they had on school uniform. They were walking, and the child was actually trying to pull the mama the right way, but the mom was like, no. This shit was so funny. I'm like, okay. And again, I sat in my car just to watch, and it was like, maybe a 10-minute span. Mm-hmm. I was listening to another radio show. I was listening to them. So I was like, okay. And I was like, let's watch. And let's see.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah. Sometimes you have those moments when you just got to people watch just to see the stupidity. And sometimes it can even happen to you. Like it was one time while I was on the job and I was going to an apartment building, and it was one of those newer ones downtown. And of course, to get in, you had to look up at the camera. So as I'm trying to get in to help my customer out, all I hear is the camera saying, "Look up at the camera, please."
Dumbass didn't.
I look up. No, no. I looked up at the camera. Look up in the camera, please, for access. Looked at the camera again. Turned away from it. Look up at the camera, please. I was like, what do you want me to do? Because I kept looking at the camera about, I swear I was there for like 5 minutes, just trying to figure out which way should I fix my face to look at this camera so I can get access to the daggone building. So then finally I was like, okay, done looking at this. And then of course, the person in the office is seeing all this happen and not realizing, okay, the shirt that the uniform that I had on, I probably need to get in there for something.
To murder us.
So then they finally let me in and I was like, is there something going on with the camera? Yeah, we don't know what it is. And I'm like, but you sat there and watched me do this. Yeah, we were just trying to see if it was going to work. So great. Let me be the guinea pig.
Why not? Why the hell not? It's amazing. Our technology is making us dumb every day. Every day.
Yeah, I agree. There's some things, you should just be like, yeah. Especially with something that inaccurate that you would think as a camera, because again, depending where they had it, they couldn't have the right lighting or something, especially when it comes to facial, identification. you probably need to have the best lighting available, especially if you're trying to run something like that, where you're having something say, looking up at the camera, please.
I almost fell.
The baby is not meant for you to pick up whatever it was that dropped.
The baby what?
No one said anything about a baby. I said maybe it was meant to be that you should not pick up whatever it is that you dropped right now.
It's a lot of words to say. Sit your ass down. Okay. I almost fell. I'm okay, guys. Thank you for your concern. In other news.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, that's really all I have, Miss MVP, unless you got a tip for the people. While she's looking for a tip.
I am not looking for a tip.
Okay. Well, either way, I will say, especially with everything going on out there, people, with the shootings and everything else, please be mindful of your surroundings. Be mindful of where you're going. Of course, we all know neighborhoods that we shouldn't be in and stuff like that. But yeah, with like that shooting that happened and it was at a grocery store. Yeah, again, just be mindful of people and your environment because, yeah, this world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. That's my little tip for the week or the 2 weeks.
I agree. You have to be vigilant. I was reading something else. My bad. Even when it's not yourself.
Yeah.
We get too comfortable.
Yes.
With our schedules. Go with your first instinct. So I agree. And I can't give you a money tip of the day because, everybody getting money from everywhere right now. So everybody is doing
whatever the hell they want. Pretty much with that money.
Yep. So bada bing, bada boom, bada bam.
Yep. I already seen the pictures of there was one picture I seen where looked like someone that bought all the crab legs in the seafood store. So yeah, it's happening. Knew it was gonna happen.
Shut your mouth.
Saying they just had all the crab legs on the scale, trying to weigh it out, see how much they're gonna get ready to hit people over the head with the price.
Where were you at?
Oh no, I wasn't there. It was just a picture I saw on Facebook.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, it was somebody I knew that was local. So yeah, this definitely happened in Mobile. So don't know what seafood place it was, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that day they probably ran out of crab legs.
Well, damn. I apologize. That's why I go straight to the bayou myself. I go down there and I look, can I get this live, please? I'll go home and cook it myself. And they be like, yeah, let me grab you a sack. But anyway, it's that time of year. Seagulls are back. The heat is back. The pollen is back. The bad weather is back.
Damn the pollen.
Tornadic activity is back.
Yes.
It's that time of the year. So, my advice to you, boom. Weather preparedness season, I think is in May. Maybe it might be the end of the next month. Go ahead. Stock up on all your liquids. That shit tax free.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. Well, thank you for that tip. Especially with like you say, with the weather, and especially with the weather we've had here, locally, it's just been whew. But other than that, I think that leaves it for us.
Ba-da-ba-ba. I thought I was going to say it all. Negative.
All right. Again, everyone, thank you for listening. If you got a question that you want to ask us or you want to leave a comment, please email us at parkbitch@convosinthepark.com. And if you don't want to do that, you can always leave a comment because we will be posting when the episode drops and everything else. So if you want to,
you struggle with that, we will be.
Say what?
The we will be. You struggle with that. Go back and listen to other episodes. And I giggle at it every time because you always fumble, but that's okay.
How can I fumble with saying we will be?
The first time it doesn't come out as smooth.
Okay.
We will be.
Follow us on the socials, y'all. Leave comments on YouTube. Leave reviews on Apple Podcasts or wherever you can leave a review about the podcast. It greatly helps. Make sure you share and tell a friend to tell a friend about the podcast. And like I said, we will be dropping some video content soon, so stay on the lookout for that.
It ain't coming till it get warm, so I am sitting outside in the cold. Love you. No.
But again, till the next time, are you in that convo yet? Why not?
Good night.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.